Hi guys, welcome back to a Romanian Resurgence. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and a happy new year to you all. Welcome to 2025. Today we have two games for you. We are against two relegation threatened sides. We're up against Concordia Shiajna first of all, as you can see, and then we follow it up with a game against Palatenica Iasi, who are in 14th at the moment. They're very important games for us. We're still in the middle of the transfer window. We've got a week left in terms of when the window closes. We've done no business at all. I've tried to offload as many players as I can. The ones that we want to get rid of aren't going anywhere. Nobody wants them. We did manage to sell our young holding midfielder Bashev for 60,000. He signed a pre-contract agreement, and then we managed to sell him from that contract being agreed. So we did okay in terms of that, and we also managed to sell Erwin Mulder, our reserve goalkeeper, on a free transfer. But it has meant that we are now back within all of our budgets and looking a little bit healthier. In terms of recent form, it's been a little bit hit and miss, to be honest. We had a few friendlies in between for the Christmas period. Petrolol was a good result for us, a 2-1 win at home. Two decent friendly results as well. We played Concordia and Voluntari, incidentally, and we drew 2-2 with Concordia. So hopefully we can just take that extra step today. But a 2-1 defeat away against Dynamo Bucuresti, 2-1 defeat at home to Galati, and then we finally managed to get back to winning ways with a 2-0 win at home against Voluntari. And it's very simple. We need a goal scorer, to be quite honest. In terms of having a regular goal scorer, it's been very hit and miss for us. Our top scorer remains Migueles at the moment. He's done well enough, but as you can imagine, it's not enough from our perspective. It's a very difficult one for us. He's only scored 8 goals in the 24 matches this season in the league, and that's obviously discounts cup ties as well. But it's we know what we need. Unfortunately, in looking in the free transfer market and everything, we just can't find anybody. We've got no scouting budget or anything. We just cannot afford to do anything in relation to transfers. Obviously, depending on how well things go this season, we're still sat in fourth place. If we can make a push for a European place, from a financial perspective, that would be phenomenal because obviously, even Conference League football, it's regular income, especially if you do well in some of the matches, and it's something that we can potentially make use of. But we need to qualify, and then obviously we need to build a team to maintain the stature that we're building for this season. It's all very close in terms of the league table. We're 12 points behind the league leaders Sepsi at the moment, but when it comes to the league split, all of the points that have been earned so far get halved. So I don't know why, but they do. So based on how things are at the moment, we'd only be 3 or 6 points behind the teams above us, and it's going to be very, very close then for the title if we can get a string of results together. But in the meantime, we need to get the job done. So in relation to our actual schedule, the next two games, obviously, they're must-win matches against relegation-threatened teams. Craiova are sat in fifth place. Then we've got CFR Cluj, who are just above us, and then Sepsi as the last part of this initial stage of the season. Shalimbar's in the middle of that as well, which is again a must-win game. We need to try and stay in touch if we want to try and compete. Both of these games against lower league opposition are on the TV as well, so hopefully we can get a little bit more money through the door. But again, we'll have to see how things go. The side hasn't changed an awful lot. Like I say, the two players that have left were fringe players anyway. And as you can see, we're maintaining the starting lineup as things stand. George Bocker remaining up front for us with Zimba as the backup. We are rotating between them as much as we can. But at the same time, neither of them are getting that regular game time at the minute. So it's proving very difficult to get them to be a little bit more free scoring. Both of them with 6 goals, I think, this season. So yeah, hence why I was saying we need a proper out-and-out goal scorer, I think, ready for next season. If we can get through the rest of this campaign as things sit, we will do. But it is going to be a tough run, I think, to the end of the season if we do start to struggle in front of goal, even more so than we have at times this season. Kodria here to Bozilov. It's only been a couple of minutes and Concordia putting the pressure on straight away. Gimfish playing it all the way back. It's a shocking pass, and George Bocker's done really well to intercept, but he had no support there. And he held it up as well as he could, but again, that lack of support just not helping him out at all. And as they just knock the ball about here, hopefully we can win possession back. We're forcing them back a little bit, but again, we're just lacking that cutting edge, I think, that little bit of energy at times. But it's been a very good season. We've got to remember we were threatened. The pre-season evaluation was relegation, and to do what we're doing is very, very good. But we do find ourselves a goal behind here against the bottom side in the league. 3 minutes gone, and in the end, it was quite a simple goal. And Henrique did really well there. Ajuro just didn't react. Incidentally, Ajuro, I'm still thinking about whether we should be playing him or not. He keeps getting complacent in games. And when we're in the position we are, we've got to be really on form. But again, we'll have to just maintain and see what happens. Matai here to Bruno Henrique. Kamara just picking it up in the centre, lays it into Dorat, who finds a bit of space for Dragici. And now Chermont gets into the penalty area, tries to square it, and I think it's ended up being a very good save from the goalkeeper there. Dragici in the end with the effort, but it was well kept out. And Ajuro here with the throw into Matai. Back to Ajuro again. Chicheri. Back into Ajuro. Manages to find the pass to David Matai. Fires it across, and again, it's a dangerous ball in, but we're just lacking that confidence with our young strikers at the moment. I think whether it'll improve with experience or not, I'm not too sure. I mean, George Bocker, I do want to have a very long career here. He's very much a firm favourite of mine at the moment, but he's just not quite getting into the right positions at the moment. He's just finding his feet still. He's just turned 16. He's a very good player for the quality of the side that we have. But that is a great ball over the top from Concordia, and Hlistai is there and fires it into the top corner. 10 minutes gone, and it's 2-0. Somewhat against the run of play, I must say. But this is very much unacceptable. We'll berate the team because defensively that was dreadful. I mean, the keeper with a long ball straight over the top. It's a very good finish, but Chetkovic was just left high and dry. And we are now in a very poor position. Like I say, these guys are bottom of the league, and we really need to pick it up here. They are very much the better side so far. You know what? We'll just go straight attacking. Why not? We'll demand more and see if the lads can wake up a bit. But again, I'm not feeling too confident. In front of goal, we do lack. So we'll have to see how we get on. Matai to Ajuro, back into Chicheri. And now Matai. Chicheri again. Into Kamara. Dorat. Over the top to Migueles. Tries to play it across. It's a good strike. And our top scorer from midfield strikes again for us. Just over the half-hour mark, we're back in the game. It's a very neat finish. And we'll certainly take it, that is for sure. Dorat lofting it really nicely over the top of Migueles with a very neat finish into that bottom corner. Hopefully we can build on that. It's certainly signs of improvement, but again, we need our strikers to be doing that. We can't be relying on our midfielders all the time. It is a bit of a concern, as I mentioned before. Here's Bozhelov, tries to play it inside. Matai does well to intercept, charging forward with it now. Needs a bit more support. Dragici should have run ahead of him, but probably just didn't have the pace to do so. And now Kamara into Chermont, finds the pass to Dragici, gets into the penalty area, and he goes for goal. I mean, he did have a bit of support in there. He should have laid it across the penalty area, to be honest. We have improved since going attacking, so we'll stick with it. But we need to pick it up here in the second half. If we can turn this around for 3 points, it would be a great result, to be honest, from 2-0 down. Yes, they are bottom of the league, but any game that you're 2-0 down, if you come back to win that, it is a very good performance. Bruno Henrique into Ajuro. He should be putting it in the penalty area there. David Matai couldn't quite get the right pass off. And Dorat there with a thunderous strike, smashing off the crossbar. And it should have probably been the leveller. We worked it very well. But again, Ajuro, he doesn't like to try and beat his man and get the cross in. And it's very frustrating at times. And he's had a shocking game, incidentally, as well. Here is Vinicius into Moyes. And now Vinicius lays it across. It's a good block. Migueles does well to keep it in. I mean, he's running across the penalty area. Wasn't too keen on that, but there. And Dorat's just let the ball get away from him. And Jurček I mean, Boca did so well to intercept that, but he had no support. And Jurček is in, and it's 3-1 now, and we've lost this game against the side bottom of the table, and it's unacceptable. And again, we're going to berate the team. It's very, very poor from our point of view. Ajuro's coming off for Kovacevic. Bruno Henrique's done nothing at the base of the midfield. Sierra can come on for him, and Boca can come off for Zimba. And we've got other options in the team, but again, we just lack that cutting edge. I mean, we've completely dominated. We've created so many more opportunities today, and they've had 3 shots on target and scored them all. It's the first time we've seen such a poor performance from Chetkovic, incidentally. Zimba there with a free kick, and that's a great strike from Marcel Zimba. And again, we're back into it. A 30-yard smashing free kick. 15 minutes to go. What a strike that is. I mean, Masara, question marks over him potentially, but what a strike from Zimba. Can we get back into this? We've offered some encouragement. Can we find a way to get an equaliser now? Chermont into the penalty area. Lays it back to Sierra, who's on the edge. Not really a lot of support. David Matai with the effort. Masara just about tipping it wide. He doesn't look too confident in goal right now. Can we find an equaliser? Chermont with the delivery into the penalty area. It's easily cleared. And again, set pieces this season, we've not taken any real initiative with them. We've been very poor from them, to be honest. We deserve to win this game. And unfortunately, it's looked like that in the games that we lost previously as well. We just can't seem to knuckle down with some of it. Here is Matai over the top. Dragici to Zimba. And there is the equaliser. The referee has got his finger in his ear. I'm hoping that's not offside. I mean, we worked the opportunity very, very well there. There it is. The goal's been awarded. We've managed that late equaliser. We'll stay on attacking. We've got the match momentum. Marcel Zimba with a brace now. All of a sudden, he seems to have woken up. Dragici just laying it across to him. It's a very easy finish for him. And it's 3-3. Can we find a late winner? It's unlikely, to be honest. We've done well to draw the game, to be honest. We'll take it for what it is. We can be impressed with Zimba's performance, so managing to bag a brace there, but I'm disappointed. We should be getting the 3 points against the side who are languishing at the bottom of the table. We're still in 4th place, though. We're maintaining our position, which is really nice to see. With a week to go until the game against Palatenica, we can keep everything crossed. Sepsi incidentally beat Rapid Bucharest by 2-1. So their gap at the top of the table does extend over us at the minute, but again, we're still in a good position. I don't really know how many teams qualify for Europe either. So, but when the league split happens, obviously we'll know a little bit more after that anyway. But that is excellent from Zimba. Back to scoring ways. A week until the next game. Bear with me, and we'll be back for that one. And hopefully Zimba can keep on finding the back of the net. Okay then, guys, here we go for the game against Palatenica. Hopefully 3 points is what we can get today. Again, the result against Concordia wasn't ideal, but we did well to get the result that we did, given the nature of how the game went. If we can get the 3 points today, it will keep us within touching decent distance of our rivals, and it'll just push us a little bit further above Craiova, who is sat level on points with us in 5th place. Just keep everything crossed, basically. Migueles is out with the virus at the moment, so Dosso is coming back into the side on that left-hand side. Other than that, the squad is as it has been. We'll also bring Zimba in from the start ahead of Boca today, just because of Zimba's very good performance in the previous match. Can we do this? I really hope so. 3 points is what we need. Let's see if it's 3 points that we'll manage to get. We know it's going to be difficult. Every game is. We've not, because of I think because the squad is such a young age as well, I think we're just lacking that confidence at times as well. Chermont here into Ajuro, gets into the penalty area. That's a great effort And David Ajuro, I mean, he took the corner initially, and in the end, he just took it on himself. Managed to whip it into that far post upon receiving the ball back. And I think it clipped the post on its way in as well. It was a reasonable clearance. Chimon just laid it back to him. He went past his man and whipped it in. And yeah, it just clipped the inside of the post. That's a great start for us. 6 minutes gone. We take the lead, courtesy of our left back. And it's a good header that from Kamara. Now Dragici into Dosso. Lays it back to Chicheri. Just holding on to it. David Matai manages to make the turn. Needs a bit more support than that, though. And Bruno Henrique now holding on to it. Into Dorat. Lays it into Kamara. Again, just taking his time a little bit, really. Dorat now managing to make the turn. Finds a bit of space. Tried to lay the pass off to David Matai. It's been intercepted. Chicheri does well to win one challenge. But unfortunately, he has left his position wide open. And Harrison trying to get in behind here for Palatenica. Lays it back to Gogita. And now Bordeo. And I mean, it's somehow stayed out. Dorso now into Zimba. And all of a sudden, we're on the attack again here. I mean, he manages to keep possession, lays back to Ajuro, and the highlight ends there. But that was a very, very good chance for the opposition there. We just about hold on to our lead, and deservedly so, might add. We've been very, very good in the early stages of this match. Can it continue? Ideally, we want that second goal. Half an hour gone, and again, still looking quite strong. Possession-wise, we're looking good. We just need to build on it and find the back of the net again. Marcel Zimba, you need to show yourself once again as you did in the previous match. Roman here with the corner, whips it in toward that far post, and the keeper, I mean, Bordianu didn't have to do a lot with it. He's managed to score, and Chetkovic didn't cover himself in glory. He's got to be a lot more assertive there. He's had a very good season, to be fair, since we brought him in, Chetkovic, but we've just seen one or two errors creep into his game. It's not ideal. And he's got to do a lot better there. It's their first attempt on target as well. Here's a Juro into Matai. Back to Chicheri. And now Kamara. Chermont in space on this right-hand side. Plays it forward to Dragici. And again, he could have whipped it in first time. Instead, he's cutting his way in. And I mean, fair play. He didn't do what was expected of him, but he managed to make the turn, get past his man, and he's done a very similar goal to a Juro's, incidentally, whipping it in to that far post. I mean, he did really well to even create that opportunity, past two players there, and whips it into that top corner. We retake the lead just before half-time. Ideally now, we want to hold on to that until half-time and then try and build on it in the second half. And it's been a good first half performance. Can we build on it? They did create one or two opportunities toward the end of the first half as well after we went ahead again, but luckily we managed to hold on. Here's Chermont, plays it into Dragici. And now Bruno Henrique, just holding on to possession, has a chance to play it over the top, and he plays that playmaker role quite well, Henrique, but his passing ability isn't the best, and it is something that I have noted a few times where he should be playing the ball over the top, doing what he does, but he's just not got that range of passing ability as of yet. Hopefully it's something he can build on. Bordiano into Buena, and now Marchione, out wide to Cabran. We're doing well to keep him there, but he's whipped it in, and Ajuro volleys it clear. Dosso didn't even try and challenge for it, and Gogita into the penalty area, lays it on a plate for Roman, and that's what we should be doing for our centre forwards, and we just don't manage it. And again, defensively suspect as Roman. I mean, he ends up 1 yard in front of goal. It's a very simple finish, and Chetkovic, I mean, should he be stopping that? I think he should, to be honest. He wasn't quick enough to get down to it. And again, we've let the lead slip away from us today. 2 points of a possible 6 against the two teams that we played today is not good enough. We need to be beating these teams. We're going to demand more. And two very poor performances from Chetkovic, incidentally, as well. It's not ideal. But our centre-backs as well, not covering themselves in glory either. Matai Marin can come on for Habib Kamara. In terms of midfield options, Sierra will bring on for Henrique. Dosso's had a poor game as well. Dimitri can come on, and Boca can come on for Zimba, who, after the heroics of the last game, hasn't done anything today, really. Can we find a winner? Ajuro into George Boca, Sierra into Matai, back to Chicheri, now Ajuro again, into Sierra. Again, we're just knocking the ball about. We're not. I mean, we've never been a particularly direct team, I must admit, but at times there's passes on and we just don't make them. And Dorat failing to make the turn, Sierra laying it back into Matai Marin. And again, Sierra calling out for it there. Now David Matai. And again, it needs to be quicker off the mark. He had the opportunity to turn and find that pass, and he just didn't try it at all. Dimitri back to Ajuro. Sierra into Dorat. Finally, we make the turn. Boca, good touch. Can he get the finish? He's put it wide. That's a massive opportunity for George Boca. Fortunately, he's just come off the bench as well, and he's probably not quite sharp enough to take an opportunity like that. We'll get Ibrahima Beret on as well for Dragici, who's had a good game. But 2 points dropped again. We need a proper out-and-out goal scorer, and defensively, that was unacceptable again. Chetkovic, 2 very poor performances. And it's unlike him, to be honest. He's had a very good career here so far, but yes, we've scored 5 goals in those 2 games, but we've conceded 5 goals as well. So defensively, we need to improve. And a point is not enough. 2 points against those 2 sides is not enough. We need to do more. And I think we need some fresh legs in the squad, but we just can't afford to do it. It's very, very frustrating. We'll have to see what we can do. It is deadline day. No, it's not. Transfer deadline has passed. So we don't even get to do a deadline day, apparently. Wonderful. That's the end of that then, isn't it? In terms of going forward, we've got 4 games until the league split, so we'll get through all of those, and then we'll see exactly how we shape up afterwards. And hopefully we can get some surprising results along the way. Those 2 draws, not acceptable, really, but we've got very tough games to come. Fingers crossed we can keep competitive and stay in that top half of the league after these next 4 games. So until then, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It is all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.